Hello and welcome to the very first episode of
Derek and Orla Do
a radio show.
I'm Derek.
And I'm Orla.
And this is our very, very first episode.
Yes, the seminal broadcast, I suppose.
Can you believe that somebody allowed us to have our own radio show?
I can't believe that anybody would allow us to get out of the house.
No, but we did.
Yes.
And we got dressed all by ourselves.
I know. I got out of bed this morning. I'm very, very proud of myself.
And well done. So did I. And actually, I suppose we should point out, so we are a couple, a real life couple.
A real life couple.
So we got out of the same bed this morning.
Yeah.
We are, well, you're a drag performer.
I am. I'm a drag queen and actor.
Yes.
All round good egg.
And I'm a thespian, broadcaster, presenter, whatever you like to call me. But welcome to our brand new radio show.
Yes.
Derek and Orla Do a Radio Show. We'll be covering many different topics.
Playing lots of games.
We will be having extra special guests.
Yes, but not this episode, because we are the extra special guests this episode.
We thought we'd give you a bit of time to get used to us.
Yes, and speaking about getting used to us, we're going to have some music as well. And I've got a song that I want to play.
I'm going to throw out a wild, crazy guess that it's one of your songs.
It's one of my songs. It's available on all good stockists. Spotify, Amazon, all of them.
All of them. Other streaming sites are available.
Yeah. It's to help you all remember my name. And it's called... What's it called, Derek?
I believe it's called My Name is Orla.
That's right. It is indeed called My Name is... That was me, Orla Nothin, with My Name is Orla.
What is your name?
My name is Orla.
Nothing. I think if you listen very carefully to that song, you'll hear my dulcet tones doing the backing at some point.
And actually, if you go onto YouTube and watch the video... people will see you there as well.
My face is in it.
Along with a couple of other people.
Now, we'll have to do the bit that you love and that I sometimes feel awkward about and tell people about ourselves. Talk about ourselves.
Oh, talking about ourselves.
Talk about ourselves a lot, right? So we have to introduce ourselves to you, darlings.
Yes.
Right, and tell you who we are.
Yes.
We have a web series called Derek and Orla Do.
It's an award-winning web series, isn't it? It
Yes.
won the New York Movie Awards.
Yeah, and we have a crazy, lovely, big gold statue sitting in the
Nike.
middle of our... Yeah.
Yes, and
Gilded.
you won the Heart of Wales Award, didn't you?
Yes, I won an award for Best Supporting Actor.
Yes.
In our web series at the Heart of Wales Film Festival. You
Yeah.
were nominated.
I was nominated.
You were nominated.
Yes.
But Orla has also been splashed across your TV screens.
I have. In several different things, in actual fact.
You
So
were running around the place with Gokwan and Say Yes to the Dress.
I was trying on some bridal dresses because Derek and I are engaged. Yes, we are.
Yep. And you were on Queens of Clean on Channel 4.
On E4.
Oh,
yes.
E4.
E4. Yes, I was on that as well. Some people came round and tidied up my spare room.
They didn't, not to give away the secrets behind the screen, but dear God, was the apartment a mess.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen the likes of it. It was absolutely insane.
It was very funny.
Yeah.
It was very funny.
And also, for some crazy reason, the lovely people at BuzzFeed and Huffington Post sent us off to Newcastle.
They did.
For a few days to do a series for them called 36 Hours In.
Yes, 36 hours in, and ours was Newcastle, and...
It was nuts.
Oh my God, it was so strange.
The reason I started laughing is because I remembered a bit that they made us do. So we had to kind of fit as much as we could into 36 hours in this place. And one of the things they said for us to do was to go kayaking up the Tyne.
Oh no.
Now, I will point out that it was mid-February.
Something like that, yeah.
It was freezing.
So cold. It was Baltic.
It was absolutely freezing. And there are still clips of this online.
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Going up the Tyne and you just losing it.
Yeah.
And there's just minutes and minutes of footage of you just going, Derek.
No. And you can actually watch underneath, and it's got captions, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And it says, cameraman laughing.
Wasn't the only one, but it was hideous. And at the end of it, they told us that
they wouldn't take us out.
Yeah, if it had been any other day, if we'd just been normal, regular punters and we weren't there working, that they wouldn't have taken us out because it wasn't safe. Like, but it's fine for us to go floating off the time.
I know, right? But you can actually see that if you go onto our link tree.
Oh, you can. It's on our YouTube. Yeah.
It's on a link there. And if you did want to get in contact with us, we are derekandorlado@gmail.com.
Please do.
Also Derek and Orla Do on Instagram.
And TikTok.
And
Linktree,
yes.
Yeah. Or just turn up at the studios here in Soho and say hi.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of Soho. We're coming to you live from the middle of Soho in London.
In that we are alive.
Yes. So we're very excited to be here starting our new radio show at W1RADIO.
Yes, but Derek, we need to hear a little bit more about you. Now, you are originally from Cork.
I am. I'm from Cork in Ireland, but I've been living in London a long time.
Long time.
I'm a thespian, darling.
Yes.
So I do lots of theatre and TV and films and that kind of thing. You can check it all out online. It's
Yeah,
all
you
on
were in one of the
IMDb.
biggest comedy shows in Ireland, weren't you?
Oh, yes. Oh my God, I was a starring role. I had one line in one episode of a sitcom in Ireland called Killinascully. So I think it's still shown on constant repeat.
Yes.
At the moment. Very recently, my claim to fame at the moment is that I was a cover girl. She's a cover girl.
Work it, girl.
For a load of billboards for Aldi for their Easter promotion. So it was me doing this. Look. Photoshop in an Easter egg just here.
So for those of you listening, Derek is holding an imaginary Easter egg.
Yeah, and it didn't last long because chocolate is my go-to yum yum yum. So I ate the whole thing.
But we have actually worked together quite extensively. Not just in our comedy duo set, because we do shows all over the place. We do them in London. We've got our own web series and things like that.
We host a lot of live events.
Yes, we do.
That kind of thing. But actually, someone asked recently, I think it was not that recently, maybe a year or two ago, do we work together much? And I was like, no, not really. But actually,
we do.
Constantly.
All
the time, yeah.
And sometimes also in my alter ego.
Yes, you're the boy version.
The boy version, yes.
Yeah.
So we were the first same-sex couple in a Jaguar advert.
Oh my God, yeah, we were. Yeah, that was actually...
That was so much fun.
Right, so we did. So this was a couple of years back. So we did an ad for Jaguar. And yeah, we were the first same-sex couple to advertise for them. But will we tell them the premise of the ad?
Yes, go on.
So the whole concept of the ad was that they'd some brand new car that they'd brought out. And it was about how well the car was going to know you. Like you could have all your special features personalized to you, wasn't it? So like the seat would reset itself to your position.
How hot you liked the heating to be on.
Exactly, yeah. It would go on to your radio station, W1RADIO, with Derek and Orla. And that kind of thing. And the whole concept of the ad then was, who knows you better, your partner or the car? Yeah. And it was, they sent you out in the car. So it was us driving around the car and we had to answer questions.
Yes.
So I was being asked questions while you drove.
Well, I drove and you had to answer them. And then the car told you whether or not you were right.
Yeah. And it told us the answer then. And what was hilarious is at the time, I had never been in a car with you.
No. Well, not when I've been driving.
Not where you've been driving, because we live in London. And, you know, we have tubes.
And I hate driving. I hate it. It stresses me out.
And you probably, like, I make you do it a lot. My driving license expired, so here we are. So we got into the car and I was freaking out because I didn't know whether you could drive or not, to be honest. So, and over to you, please.
So the director found out about this and came up to me and said, shall we play a trick on Derek? And so...
It's nice of them, wasn't it?
Yes. So before they actually started shooting, they pretended that they were shooting and they got me to bunny hop, which is basically, you know, starting and stopping down the road.
Doing this. Joshering, where you keep going flying.
Yeah, and like stalling the car and things like that. And I'm such a good driver that I was able to do it.
But what's hilarious, because the car was like 200 grand.
Yeah, it was brand new.
Really fancy Jaguar, big red. I mean, that's as far as I can go with explanations of cars. It was red.
Yeah.
And I freaked out because I was like, oh, Orla. And like what it was there was a truck in front of us with the whole film crew on it.
Yeah.
And then they'd loads of cameras sort of set up around the car. So like we were being shot from every angle.
Yeah.
So there was no hiding it. And I was like, ah! And then
they all started laughing.
Pointing and laughing at poor little Derek. It was very funny. But then actually, because then the car rated your driving.
Yes, it did, yes.
And you...
Yeah.
It loved.
It loved me. I got 98%, people.
Was it? I thought it was 99.
No, 98.
Yeah.
98% proficiency.
You got it. Yeah, you were right. So that was Jaguar, which is nuts. Yeah. We did a Ladbrokes ad together.
We did. And an Aer Lingus ad.
Oh, we did. Oh, God, we've done loads of ads together.
We have, yeah.
Yeah. And we have a new series of our web series coming out soon.
Very soon.
Watch this space.
Derek and Orla Do Tales of the Fairy Queendom.
Mm-hmm. So there's loads. And on top of that, now we're on the radio as well.
Yeah.
So you can check us out here.
And I've got loads of songs out there as well. We've got some Christmas songs out there.
I know, yeah. I mean, I'm absolutely shocked that I actually have a single released. It's a Christmas song because we're slightly obsessed with Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Because it's Christmas all year round.
Yay, Christmas in June.
Christmas in June. But yes, we are very excited to have you here. But I think, shall we have another song?
Let's have another song. Now, this is your choice.
Okay, it's my choice.
It's your choice now.
Right, so there's a story with the song. Will I tell you now or after?
Tell us now.
Okay, so it's the song I want to pick is one of my favorite songs.
Okay.
Possibly my favorite song.
Right.
And it's from the Queen of Canada.
Yes.
Herself, Miss Deborah Cox, with Nobody's Supposed to Be Here, right? Which is a bit an old school song. It's maybe about 30 years old. And which, oh God, have I just aged myself? And it's epic. I absolutely love it, right? But back in the day, when I was a youngin' and I first heard this song on The Box. Do you remember The Box?
Yeah.
TV channel.
Yes,
it used to just be music videos all
the
day
time.
long. Yeah. So I saw this come up and I was like, oh my God, I love it. I love it. My little gay heart was like, oh my God, I'm in love with Deborah Cox. And of course, back then, there was no Google. I mean, there was barely any internet. So it wasn't like I could find out more about her or anything. And so I knew nothing about her. And I tried to find it in other places. And I kept waiting for it to come back on The Box. And it didn't. And so I was like, I don't know what it is. And I knew her name and I knew the name of the song. And so I went around the place telling everyone, oh my God, do you know this? And no, I mean, I was in Cork, right, in Southern Ireland. And I mean, this is a pop star from Canada. And eventually, several weeks later, I got a phone call on my landline.
Does anyone still have a landline?
And for those people who don't know what a landline is, it was just one of the phones that you'd have at home. You know, when you do this.
Was it a rotary phone?
It probably was. I wish it was, actually, because we could have kept it. It'd be worth a fortune now. And a friend of mine rang me to go, oh my God, do you have a Guinness Book of Records in the house? And I was like, yeah. So I went and got the Guinness Book of Records. She was like, go to page whatever it was. Right there in the Guinness Book of Records, listed as the longest running dance single. I think it must have been in the world, I think, or some in the charts at the time.
Okay.
Was this song, Nobody's Supposed to Be Here by Deborah Cox.
Oh my God.
Of course, it didn't help because I still couldn't hear it. But at least it meant that I hadn't gone insane and that it did actually exist.
And with that, here is Deborah Cox with Nobody's Supposed to Be Here.
Enjoy.
Was the amazing Deborah Cox with Nobody's Supposed to Be Here.
I do love that song.
It is an amazing song.
And there are several versions of it, so that I think is the dance version of it. Do you want to tell people about the birth of Orla?
The birth of Orla?
Yeah, where did Orla come from?
So basically a friend of ours, and she was writing a film.
Yes.
That was all about a young lad in Blackpool that wanted to become a drag queen.
Mm-hmm.
And so she gave you a part. Do you remember it?
I earned that.
And then she asked if I would like to be in it as well as a drag queen. And so I just said, yeah, all right, because I'm an actor. And so then Amy, the writer, she said that she was going to do a course called The Art of Drag at the Royal Vauxhall Tavern.
Very famous.
Very, very famous.
Iconic gay venue in London. And queer venue.
It's all about becoming a drag queen.
Mm-hmm.
It teaches you how to put together a set, not how to put on makeup or how to dress or whatever, because that's a very, very personal choice for you.
Mm.
So she said that she was doing that, and I said, well, actually, I'd quite like to do that as well. So I went along and did it. Orla was born, and hey presto.
Here we jump, skipping a lip
Pip,
later.
paf, puff.
Here we quite literally.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Dear God. And right, I remember being asked this question before, because we live together, obviously, because we're a couple. But there are 3 people in this band.
There really are.
Because oh my God, does Orla take up a lot of room?
Yeah.
So I have half a wardrobe. And then Orla has
1.5.
1.5 wardrobes, and then your boy version has floor space, really.
Down the side of the bed.
Down the side of the bed, yeah. I mean, let us know if you're going to call over because we need to tidy up. But, so we're going to do a regular segment on the show where we have guests on.
We are.
Aren't we, Orla? But obviously we wanted to just introduce you to us this week.
Because we're fabulous.
Yes. So, and get to know each other. And I say get to know each other, but I really just mean you get to know us. So, but you can contact us.
You can on derekandorlado@gmail.com.
Yeah, again, or Derek and Orla Do on Instagram or TikTok.
Or Derek and Orla Do Linktree.
Yeah, or as I keep saying, just turn up at the studio here in Soho and come say hi.
With cash.
Bring
we
us
take
presents.
Cash. We want cash.
Or puppies.
Or puppies, yeah.
I'd take a puppy. Or do you know what, actually, in my old age, I've changed. I want all the old animals.
No.
To the ones that are like end up in homes and things.
Yeah.
I want to take all of them
Oh.
and live with them.
Is that because you don't have any energy anymore to deal with a puppy?
Yeah, well, that's probably true. Yeah. But also, do you know, and then you could just sit around with them and cuddle, and then, I mean, chances that they'll...
and squeeze them and call them George.
Yeah. I call each George 1, George 2. But yeah, I just want a load of oldie ones.
Now, carrying on from that, we are going to have guests, but we're also going to have regular segments. Couldn't speak then. I swallowed my teeth.
Segments.
We're going to have regular segments where we play games with
Yeah.
each other and with our guests.
Yeah, that sounded dirtier than I think we meant it to, but there you go.
I meant it to.
Yeah. So how about we start with some quickfire questions?
Quickfire questions, yes. Now,
Right, so
let's just explain this to the listeners.
Yes.
We're going to ask each other 10 questions each.
Quickfire.
Quickfire, and you're not allowed to think. You just have to answer.
Which is very easy for you.
Yeah. Why? Right.
Are you ready? I'll ask you questions first.
Okay,
right?
go
so
for
again,
it.
don't think, just answer, right?
Right.
Go. If animals could talk, which one would be the sassiest?
Oh, I think a skunk.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why.
What would your autobiography be called if it was written entirely in emojis?
It would be poof face, kiss face.
Aren't the poo faces actually ice cream?
No.
I thought there was a whole thing about them being chocolate ice
That's
cream.
what all the old people think they are.
Okay, well, apparently I'm one of those, right? Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized grandmas or 1 grandma-sized duck?
I would go for the 100 duck-sized grandmas because I don't believe in cruelty to animals.
100 duck-sized grandmas.
Yeah.
Oh, but you'd be grand being beating away a load of old women.
Yes.
Right, okay, fair enough. If you were a kitchen appliance, what would you be and why?
I would be a mixer because I can mix hot and cold.
If that was like just an answer from like Blind Date
I
or
know.
something. Who's behind door number 1?
My perfect date would be 21st of April.
You just need a light jacket. What's your secret conspiracy theory about squirrels?
Squirrels. Oh, I love squirrels, but I think that they're actually eating everything because they're actually getting fatter. Have you noticed? The squirrels are getting fatter. So I think they're mutating. They are.
Heard it here first.
Squirrels are
Time
mutating.
for the squirrels.
Yeah.
And if squirrels, you're listening, we're on to you.
Yeah.
If you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends assume you did?
Probably murder.
Of the squirrels or of the tiny grandmas?
Of you.
Again, you heard it here first. If it comes up, point in that direction. What's your most useless superpower? Example, turning cereal soggy with your mind.
Oh, I can bend my fingers backwards.
That's not a superpower, though.
Yeah,
is
it is.
Oh, go on. Oh, is that not?
Well, not backwards, but they're the wrong way.
You can't do it.
No, yeah, and I can actually do the fingertips as well.
I suppose that is a completely useless superpower.
They call it double jointed, but it's not actually double jointed.
If your life were a sitcom, what would be your catchphrase?
Oh God,
That's
probably it.
Oh
yeah.
God,
Actually, well, no, I used to when I was a kid, I used to go, oh God, oh my God.
Why?
When I was doing something, like, and I messed up. Like, oh God. If I tripped down the stairs, oh God.
That's very dramatic, and you also sound like an old woman. Yeah. Okay, blah, blah, blah. What would you name your cult, and what weird rule would it have? I'm definitely signing up to this.
It would be called KD Mean, and we would always wear pink on Tuesdays.
Oh, that was deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what song would play every time you walked into a room? No exceptions.
Oh, it would be Baby Elephant Walk.
Oh, no. Edit it in. And that was 10 quickfire questions with Orla Nothin.
And now it's time for 10 fire quickfire.
Quickfire.
Words
questions. Are hard. Yeah.
Words are hard. Thoughts are even harder. Right. Okay.
Oh God, I'm scared. Okay, here we go.
What invention do you wish someone would hurry up and make already?
What invention? Like a transporter.
Okay.
So you don't have to get on planes and trains and things, and you can just transport to places.
That leads into the second question.
Yeah.
If you could time travel once, where would you go? To the past, or future, and why?
Future, definitely, because we know what happened in the past. I want to know what happens to us. What happens to us? Where do we end up?
You're stranded on a desert island. What's one luxury item you bring?
Oh. Can I have a popcorn maker with an endless supply of popcorn?
No, that's two things.
No, but because it comes in the thing. It's okay, I'd have a magic popcorn maker.
Okay. If you had to survive a zombie apocalypse with 3 famous people, who would you pick?
Oh my God.
I know one.
3 famous people. So you'd want someone like The Rock.
The Rock.
Dwayne Johnson, he'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Who else? Sigourney Weaver.
Oh yeah, she's a good one.
She'd be, she's kind of a badass.
Yeah.
So she'd kind of get you through. And then I suppose someone that you'd... Can I have Chris Evans?
Yeah.
Just to have something pretty to look
The radio presenter.
Radio present you?
No, the radio presenter, Chris Evans.
No! No, Mr. Iron Man, I was about to say. Captain America.
Captain America, okay.
Please, thank you.
You've been given a 1-minute slot during the FA Cup. What do you say or do? A 1-minute advertising slot. No, just a 1-minute slot.
Okay, I think I'd love to just sort of sit there in silence, staring at the camera. And then at the end, just go, peace.
If we checked your browser history right now, what would embarrass you the most?
Every single one. No, my browser history at the moment is not even browser. I'm just obsessed with the vintage. Yeah.
There you go.
Other platforms are available, but I'm addicted to this and I just keep buying stuff off it.
What's a guilty pleasure you're not that guilty about?
My obsession for popcorn. I mean, I would say that I've had popcorn nearly every day of my life.
What's something totally normal that freaks you out?
Oh, my obsession of popcorn? No, what's something totally normal that freaks me out?
Yeah.
Time. Deep.
Oh. What's the most ridiculous rumor that you've heard about yourself?
The most ridiculous rumor that I've heard about myself? I don't know. I mean, there's been loads. That I'm straight. Go with that one.
And finally, if you could swap lives with any fictional character for a day, who would it be and why?
Dr. Beverly Crusher of the Starship Enterprise, because I love her.
You are a bit of a Trekkie.
I am a bit of a Trekkie, and I do love Dr. Crusher, and I would look amazing with long ginger hair.
You would.
Yeah, and I think I would have a fabulous rapport with one Patrick Stewart.
You would.
So Patrick, if you're listening, if you're watching, you call us, derekandorlado@gmail.com. Get in touch. We'd love to have you on the show.
Now, I did actually miss one question, and because it would probably say more about me than it would about you.
No, I'm terrible.
Which is, what's the strangest thing in your fridge right now?
We have a load of cat medication.
Yeah.
So that's in the fridge. So that's pretty strange. I mean, do I confess to the very furry turnip that I threw out the other day? Oh, no, it wasn't a turnip. It was a Swede.
There is a difference, people. There's a difference.
Right. A very furry Swede.
Yeah.
And not the... Oh, that again could be something different.
Yeah.
A very furry Swede. No,
they need it because of the cold there, you know.
Of the vegetable variety. I had to throw one of those out.
Yeah.
And other than that, just random cheese. There's always cheese in our fridge.
Yes,
there's always cheese in our fridge. So come around. We will always have cheese.
Yes.
Do we think we learned something about each other there?
I don't know. Do you think that you learned something?
I'm absolutely terrified of some of the information that I just learned.
So what's next, Derek?
I think, shall we have a song?
Shall we have a song? Yes.
Shall we have a song?
Yeah.
I think it's your turn to
My
have a song,
turn.
isn't it?
So I went out once years and years and years ago. Just ever.
I just went out once.
And I remember it so distinctly. It was one of the best times I ever had out. I remember starting in a bar in like Hanover Square or something in London, and which doesn't have any bars, so it couldn't have been there. But
was I there?
No, this was.
So it was one of the best nights you've ever had out, and I wasn't there.
I had several epiphanies that night. So
right,
but I just remember dancing to this song and realizing that it was one of the best nights that I ever had.
Well, what is it? I'm excited now.
So this is Found a Cure by the amazing Orla Nothin.
I do like Orla Nothin.
Oh, I love Orla Nothin.
Enjoy.
Was the wonderful Orla Nothin with Found a Cure. I've got a funny little story as well about that. Not funny, really. It's just interesting, I suppose.
I'm picking
this up now, but
I'm so excited. I wonder what it is.
I know. Years ago, it was exciting for me. Years ago, I actually tweeted Orla Nothin and said about how wonderful her music was and everyone should listen to it, and she retweeted it.
Oh,
yeah.
Did she reply?
Seen. I don't know.
So she
just retweeted my
a retweet block.
Yeah.
Is it still called a retweet if it's X? Is it re-X'd? Rexed? Yeah, let's go with that. Right. Now, so we're going to have regular segments on the show.
Yes, we are.
And I think we should have one of them right now, Orla.
Ooh.
I think we should have our first ever
Derek versus Orla.
So we're going to have a competition each week.
Yes.
Where we battle against each other. And at the end of time,
yeah.
one of us will emerge victorious.
Yes.
Right? But do you know what the battle is for today?
I do know.
I
do know what game we're playing.
So this week we're going to start out with
tongue twisters.
Now, are you ready? Are you ready?
I think so.
Will I go first, or do you want to go first?
You give me one first.
Okay, I'll give you one first. Right? Are you ready? Because it's a bit of a long one.
Yeah.
Right? So it's repeat the following, and you have to say it 3 times fast. Right? Betty. Oh wait, I can't even say it once. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. You can read it if you want.
What batter are we talking about here?
I mean, I did struggle to say that once. Yeah.
Right, okay, so how many times?
3, please.
Okay. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put my batter, it will make my batter bitter. I missed a word.
You did?
Yeah.
Is that... Or will we give you another go? We'll give
me another go.
We'll give you another go.
Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter.
Yeah! I was enjoying how you were almost rapping it twice. Yeah. That was good. So that's one.
That's one. Now I'm going to be a little bit more nicer to you.
Which is rare, right? Go on.
So you're going to have to say this 5 times.
Why?
Because it's short.
Yeah, that's okay.
A happy hippo hopped and hiccuped.
A happy hippo hopped and hiccuped.
Yeah, 5 times. Okay, ready?
Ready. Wait, I'll just do the exercise here. Right. I have very tight jaw muscles. Right, you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. A happy hippo hopped and hiccuped.
Oh, that was...
Okay,
yeah.
No, you got another go.
Yes,
you got another go.
Yeah.
I got another go, right? A happy hippo hopped and hiccuped. 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 A happy hippo hopped and hiccuped.
Yes!
Yay! That's hard, that one.
That's very hard, isn't it?
That was hard. Right, yours, again, is very long.
Oh, I thank you.
Right, are you ready?
Yes.
So it's 1-1 now.
Yeah.
1-1. Right, so then your next one is... Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, what would Peter Piper pick?
And how many times?
7. No. This isn't hard. 3, I
3.
suppose.
Okay. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, what would Peter Piper...
Oh, you were doing so well.
I know.
And it was quite lyrical.
Yes.
But...
Yeah.
Right, so that's 1-1. We're still 1-1.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So yours is another short one again. 9 nice night nurses nursing nicely.
That's hard now, because I saw how much this mouth jaw movement.
3 times, I think. 3 times.
9 nice night nurses nursing nicely. 9 nice night nurses nursing nightly. 9 nice night nurses nursing nightly.
It's nicely, not nightly.
I misread. Okay, no, I misread it.
Oh, well.
Reading is hard. Okay, fine. Right, so 1-1. We're still on 1-1. We're still on 1-1. Right?
Yes.
What's your one?
Yes.
See, yours is long again. Do you want me to do a shorter one for you?
Yes.
Okay, right. So, she sells seashells by the seashore.
How many times?
5.
She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by...
What was that? It was like you were about to go off beat. And I'm enjoying how you do them really like song-like.
Yeah.
I'm getting into the rhythm.
Right. Your one.
Okay, right. I'm scared.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
So is this the last one?
No, this... Yes, the last one.
Okay, so...
If you get this one...
Then I win.
Then you win.
So how many times?
3.
Okay, so which one was it? Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, sorry, that noise is going to be disgusting on the mic, isn't it? Right. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Damn it.
Does that mean I won?
You won.
Yay.
You won. So this week it's 1-0 to Derek.
Derek. But each week it's going to be something different.
It is. So we're going to have something completely different next week.
Yeah. And we welcome suggestions. So if you want to get in touch at derekandorlado@gmail.com.
Or on Derek and Orla Do on Instagram or TikTok.
Or again, I don't know, send a letter, I suppose.
Or on Linktree.
Yeah, or just turn up here is good too. But if you're coming here, bring presents.
Bring presents.
Yeah, I mean, at least bring, I don't know, some popcorn.
But make sure that you bring the receipt as well.
Please, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Right. So what's up next, Orla?
What is up next?
I believe...
Oh, it is Agony Uncle Derek. So each week we're going to have someone write in and with a question about their relationships or their love life.
With an issue.
With an
Agony
issue.
Uncle question. And
with
because
an issue.
I am Irish and wise...
Yes.
I will use all my Irish wisdom to help solve your problems. I am definitely qualified to do this.
So I have a letter here.
Oh God, I'm scared.
Okay. This is from Marissa.
Right, Marissa. Is that her real name, do we think?
I don't know. That's the name that she wrote anyway.
Thank you, Marissa.
The question is, what's the best way to tell your mum that you've become a stripper? Especially after going to college and realizing you make more dough this way.
Or like that's, oh my God. Right, okay. Well, Marissa, I would say, can you do a bring your mother to work day? And you could just rock up with her. Maybe she'd love it. Maybe you could do some sort of double act. I'd say that would bring the money in. I suppose just tell her.
Yeah?
Just tell her.
Just
Good
tell her.
communication is always the key.
I would say buy her a really expensive present.
You could do that. Or
And then say where you got the money to buy that expensive present.
take her on holidays, right? And then give her a massage. Like hire someone to do a massage. And then halfway through her massage, just whisper it to her. Into her ear. And I'm sure that would be the best. Or while she's having her massage, play this episode. And beforehand, just say, by the way, sometimes I'm known as Marissa.
Yeah.
And then make her listen to this episode and then she'll know.
Some great advice there, Derek.
I mean, I'm just born to just solve people's problems. Who knew? But if you have a problem, you contact Derek at Derek and Orla Do a Radio Show.
Let's have another song now. This one is somewhat personal to us as well, isn't it, really?
Oh, it is. Yeah, so this is me. I get
Yes,
to choose
yeah.
this one, right. So this is my lovely, lovely, beautiful friend Federico in Italy, who is a fabulous pop star. And it's his new song, Kind of a Miracle, from Soul Pattern. Enjoy. See you back in here in a minute.
That was Soul Pattern with Kind of a Miracle.
Thank you, Federico.
Thank you, Feddy.
He's over in Italy, I think, currently. We went to visit him last year.
Yeah, last
year before.
year.
Oh my! And it was like 44-degree heat.
It's beautiful.
It was, yeah. I mean, it was beautiful, but dear God, was I absolutely boiled alive. I'm Irish. I can't deal with these kind of heats.
So, Derek, now is another weekly feature.
Yes. What is it now?
What? Well, you tell me.
Will I?
Yes.
I will.
Yes.
Because now it is time for Random News
of the Week.
Random News of the Week, where we bring you random news stories from across the world.
Go for it.
Now, this week's one, is you ready for the headline?
Yeah.
Flying duck caught on speed camera could be repeat offender. Right? Officers said that they came across the speeding duck while assessing images in April. And a similar looking duck was seen at the same spot in 2018. So my first question would be, how long do ducks live?
Oh, I don't know. 5 years, 6 years?
Is it 7 years? Because it needs to be at least 7 years for it to be the same duck, right? So this was in Switzerland.
Oh my God.
And it says a duck has been caught on a radar image breaking the speed limit in central Switzerland.
They've got the fattest sparrows over in Switzerland. They are so cute. They're like little balls like that.
And is that
big balls?
Something to brag about?
What, big balls?
You really shouldn't fat shame the sparrows. The poor little Swiss sparrows.
Oh.
But yeah, the ducks now apparently are criminals.
Well, we all knew that. Ducks are criminals.
Are they though?
Yes.
Why?
They are.
So you think that if one animal had to be a here we go, tongue twisters have ruined us. A criminal, it would be the duck.
They're vicious.
Do you not think the cats would be worse?
No, because I don't think cats would be worse.
As criminals? Why am
No.
I having such trouble saying the word criminal? Criminal. And I just won. What?
What's going on?
I used all my elocution to win the tongue twisters. Now I can't speak anymore. I won the tongue twister round.
You did.
Yeah, but anyway, there you go. So that's our random news segment for this week.
So the next segment that we have, that's going to be a regular thing, is my joke of the week.
Orla's joke of the week.
Are you ready, Derek?
I am ready, Orla. I mean, I've seen you on stage a lot of
Yeah.
doing a lot of different jokes, so I've heard a lot of these before, I'm sure.
So I went to a fancy dress party and the host said, "What have you come as?" So I told him, "I've come as a harp." And he said, "Well, you're too small to be a harp." So I said, "Are you calling me a liar?"
That's intelligent.
Yes.
As well. I have a fear that some people aren't going to get that.
No.
A lyre is a type of harp.
And then, so I've got another one, actually.
Oh, we get two?
You're going to get two,
Yes.
yes.
We're going to get two. We're being treated to two. Is that just a
very-
special feature because it's our first show?
Yeah.
Okay.
A mummy covered in chocolates and nuts has been discovered in Egypt. Archaeologists believe it may be Pharaoh Rocher.
Okay. See? You are spoiling us with your two jokes. I mean, that was... Is that the caliber we're going to be expecting from here on out? We're amusing ourselves with nothing else. Oh my God, Orla, that was so funny.
I love that joke.
Okay, well, there you go. That was Orla's joke of the week. Now, I know we've said it a couple of times, but we'll say it again. So this is our first show. We want to interact with you guys listening. So get in touch.
Yes.
So if you have an Agony Uncle letter, if you have a suggestion for a Derek versus Orla.
A joke of the week or
Random news.
Random news. Yeah.
If you want to, you can do a joke of the week versus sort of Orla versus the listeners.
Yeah.
So you send in one, Orla will send in one, and I will decide. We'll see. But yeah, get in touch on derekandorlado@gmail.com.
That's Derek and Orla Do on Instagram or TikTok.
Yes, or again, I mean, I keep saying show up at the station, but I don't really mean it.
No.
I don't mean actually show up at the station, but send teddies,
Yeah.
popcorn, gold, Anything you like, really. We're at W1 Radio here in Soho in
Yes.
London. And I think that's bringing us towards the end, Orla.
It is, yes. So I'm going to choose a song now to lead us out, and it's going to be from my most favourite artist of all time.
I can already, I know who this is. I may even be able to guess the song.
Well, it's going to pertain to what we're doing right now.
Right, well, I'm definitely going to say, can I say the name of the artist?
Yeah.
So it's definitely going to be Madonna.
It is Madonna.
Yeah, because you were assigned her at birth.
Yes.
And so you will follow her throughout your queerdom life.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't think I could get the song, actually.
The song is
optimistic.
Turn Up the Radio.
Oh, well, that works. Well,
Yes.
we'll see you again next time.